Coach, can you talk about that Charlotte practice last week and what you guys got out of that and how important those road practices are to the program?
Well, I mean, for us, it's we got about 120-something reps, of good live work with officials and, a crowd and adverse conditions. So there were a lot of really good things. I mean, the guys were, we put them in as many uncomfortable situations as possible, and hopefully they'll get comfortable in those situations. So it was sloppy in a lot of areas, but it was good in some areas. I mean, we had some young guys that made some plays, and so every rep is really good for us at this point.
How's this team progressed throughout the spring? Are they where you want them to be at this point?
I mean, I don't know. Since y'all have asked me that question, I've never had anybody be where I want them to be. So we still got a long way to go, but we're making progress, and that's all that I care about right now. I mean, they're not going to reach my expectations right now this spring, but we are making progress, and that's what I want. Is the challenge is to be a little bit better than we were the day before, and so today's practice was better than Monday's practice, and that's all I can ask. And now Friday's has got to be better than today's. So hopefully you keep raising that bar, and you get better. By the end of the spring, you're a pretty good football team.
How do you characterize where the offensive line is at this point in its development?
I think we still got a long way to go, and we've got a few nicks and bruises in that area right now that are keeping some guys out that we need to get a look at, but unfortunately it's just not happening right now. So there's not a whole lot of continuity in what we're doing up there.
How's Bentley been doing?
Pretty good. He's got a pec strain right now that's keeping him out of a lot of reps.
How's that battle at left tackle? And the guys in the battle?
We got three guys, Ferranto, Prince, and Bentley. And, Bentley's got a class on Wednesday, so he's not out here on Wednesdays, and so he's getting 2 days a week, and on top of that, he's got a pec strain, so we're not seeing a whole lot from him. He knows what to do, but doing it live, those reps he's missing out on. Prince and Ferranto are battling it out right now.
How helpful is it that Crowley at center does have a little experience after losing Bodine? You got somebody that's played a little.
Yeah, it helps. I mean, but he doesn't have enough experience. I can tell you that. He's still got a long way to go. And we're still. We've got him and Arian Smith right now at that position, and so we're very thin there right now, and those guys got a lot of work to do.
What can you do as an offense if the line turns out to be not as good as you would like? How can you cover up for it?
Well, what you try to do is you ask the opposing coach if they'll go 7-on-7, and if they won't do 7-on-7, then you just good luck to you.
Seriously though,
I've never been on a good team that didn't have an offensive line. I mean, you won't be good. There's just no way around it. I mean, you can only do so many smoke and mirror tricks, and eventually you got to block somebody.
Some pretty big shoes to fill at defensive end with Kareem Martin gone. Who are the guys kind of stepping up right there right now?
Well, you're getting juniors getting a lot of reps there. You're getting Jesse Rogers is getting reps there, and you're getting DeJuan Drennan. And none of the three have a lot of experience right now. So it's fun to watch them compete this spring.
What's the progression been like for Mitch?
I think he's doing really a nice job. I mean, he picked up where he left off. He's done a good job studying the game and understands what we're trying to do. Now it's just getting as many reps as possible under his belt so that he feels more comfortable back there.
How are you dividing the reps within?
They're 50-50 right now. Yeah, they're getting half the reps, both of them.
Was that always going to be the plan, no matter what happened?
Until somebody starts stepping out ahead of the other. When one guy deserves more reps, he'll get more reps.
Do you see Marquise being the guy right now, or is he in it?
I don't think that we've had a change in the order right now. He's still getting the reps, but we roll them. One guy gets reps with the ones, starts the day with the ones, and then the next day the other guy starts with the ones. But they're both still getting reps with ones and twos every day.
Let's bring a professor to practice day. Do you think the instructors and the players kind of get a feel for each other's worlds with a day like this?
Well, I hope so. I'm fixing to talk to them here in a second, and I think it's an opportunity for them to step into our classroom, and see how we teach every day, and then what these guys that are in their classes, what they do on a daily basis, and the amount of time and effort that they put into their, on the field things. And so I like it because, one, we have dinner with them afterwards, and they get to sit down at the table and find out. For one, the kids get to find out that this professor's a real person, and the professor gets to find out that, this kid who may not talk a lot in my class, or maybe he's quiet, or maybe he smiles or whatever, he gets to know him a little bit, and so I always think that's a good thing.
In the past, have you gotten good back and forth with the professors? they like.
Yeah,
it?
we've had some great response for it. Well, I think we had about 38 out here today, scheduled to be out here today. We may have had a few more, and we're always open and getting just continuing to build that gap.
How's the spring going so far?
It's going pretty good. Getting out here playing with the guys, rebuilding the chemistry of our team. Just out here having fun, man. Just getting it done, getting prepared for the season.
You look a little thicker. You working on putting on some weight?
Yeah, man, I do what I can. The gun's coming in. Yeah, I feel a lot better though. Getting bigger, faster, and stronger. Coach Lou and Coach Simon, I mean, they doing a great job with me. Meal plans, Mary Ellen got me, man. It's just been a good experience for me. I love getting bigger.
What's your weight up to?
204 right now.
What's your goal? Do you have a goal you want to be by summer, by the start of the fall, by the end of spring?
After the summer, I want to be at least 210. I want to be a little heavier than 210, but keeping the speed up and just working out with the weight. So.
Is that fun, getting to eat basically whatever you want to?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty fun. I ain't got to be like Greg Webb, and I can't eat Wendy's or McDonald's or something. But I try to stay away from a lot of grease foods too, though. But just like the food to put weight on you.
You feel like you're kind of maturing into the offense?
Maturing pretty well. Most of the guys look at me as a leader, not being a freshman anymore. The younger guys coming in, looking up to me and Quinshaw and T.J. Thorpe and Kendrick. I mean, it's been good.
Yeah. Is that something you feel comfortable with? Because that seems like something that takes some guys to get used to.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to it since my 9th grade year, playing up under my oldest brother. I mean, I pretty much been a leader since 9th grade. So, I mean, the road of leading ain't really bad for me.
What have you seen from the two quarterbacks, Marquise and Mitch?
What I've seen, I mean, they both looking good right now. I wouldn't want to make that choice of who I need to start or who not start. It really doesn't matter because both of the guys know the offense. They understand how the receivers want to play. They both leaders. I mean, they both vocal. I mean, they're pretty good.